Goblin Slayer is a pretty sick anime, I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty controversial at times and has some really dark points, but it's a guilty pleasure for people. Which is why I was surprised when I learned that not only is there a brand new Goblin Slayer video game coming, but pre-registration is open right now with a global release plan for the immediate future. So if you're interested in getting into the brand new Goblin Slayer gacha game, I have a link to pre-register down in the description and the pinned comment below. This is probably a game you are not going to want to miss out on. Before we go any further, I just want to take a moment here to thank all of the absolute chads and chadettes that support this channel via Patreon. You're all freaking legends. Seriously, each and every single one of you. I would offer to give each of you a kiss, but I suffer from severe intimacy issues. Additionally, if you want to stay up to date with all the latest MMO gacha and gaming news, take a second here to follow Mrs. Stix and I over on Twitter. We tweet daily. Now, admittedly, I do know absolutely nothing about this game other than the fact that it was just brought to my attention and there was a trailer released for it literally within the last 24 hours. Now, this trailer is in Japanese, and as such, I very well might get copyright struck for reacting to the trailer, so this might end up ultimately being cut up. So if it feels a little bit out of place, then that's the reason why. I've had an issue or various issues with Japanese music in my videos in the past.
Goblinを殺すだけだ。ゴブリンは皆殺しだ。
意と慈悲深き地母神よ。さーてお次は何かしら。
やっと調子が戻ったようだの。
人食い鬼よ、そうたやすくはいかぬ。
So are these like the classes then? Because we had like what the priestess, we had the high elf archer, we had the dwarven shaman, the lizard priest.
Goblin Slayer, endless hunting.
事前登録絶賛受付中。事前登録者数に応じてアイテムゲット。10万人達成で豪華アイテムがもらえる。
Well, that trailer really didn't show us anything at all, which is kind of a little bit disappointing. But apparently this is their pre-registration page. Really also doesn't show us anything. Depending on the number of participants in the pre-registration, will present luxury items to everyone at the start of the service. You'll receive an SSR companion exchange ticket that'll give you the highest rarity companion when the total number of pre-registrations reach 100,000. So, admittedly, they do not have very high expectations for this game. There are a few different key visuals included, but you can't actually click these. There seems to be a forum of sorts. Maybe we can sort this by. So the most recent post as of their announcement was 3 weeks ago. See, I feel like a Goblin Slayer gacha game carries with it the unique potential to be an exceptional title. Yet at the same time, I really haven't played any gacha adaptations of an anime, with this single exception, I think, of the 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross. So I don't know how these are typically received, given they do not expect more than 100,000 pre-registered players. I figured these games might be a little less popular than I had given it credit for when I had first opened this page. Now their Twitter has 27,000 followers. It seems like their tweets get hundreds of likes, so there's actual engagement, there's interaction on their Twitter, as opposed to Noah's Heart. If you guys recall, when Noah's Heart had entered pre-registration, they had upwards of 8 million pre-registered players and approximately 2, maybe 3 likes per tweet. Now, I don't know if this is gonna be any good. I genuinely don't. I think it's cool we're getting a Goblin Slayer gacha game. I don't know what the gameplay is gonna look like, but one thing is for sure, I am gonna pre-register for it because best case scenario, I have fun in it. Worst case scenario, I just delete it and move on to something more fun. Now, if Goblin Slayer isn't your thing, no problem. I got you covered with 2 different videos on screen right now. One is featuring every confirmed gacha game releasing this month. These are games that you need to be actively aware of because you're going to be able to play them. And 2, featuring 5 incredible looking anime gacha games that are going to absolutely take the world by storm.